What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Payne. Welcome back to another video. Alright guys, want to talk about something that is coming out that I've been looking forward to and keeping an eye on. So we're going to do a couple of different things right now. We're going to talk about the game. So October 26th, worldwide release of the actual game that's called Reverse 1999. What a great year that was. It's a gacha animated game that's currently sitting in, I believe, the Chinese servers and being played there, and is being moved over to a global release on October 26th, and it looks really unique. It looks awesome, and I want to talk about it because when it does come out, I do actually want to cover it. I want to add it onto the repertoire of content that I currently make. I think it's right up my alley for things that I enjoy, and I'm going to be playing completely free to play on it. So let's go ahead and take a look at the trailer together, guys, and you guys can kind of see what it's all about, and then we're going to jump onto Pridewind's site and look more about the game so you guys have a better understanding of what it is and what you're looking forward to on October 26th if you plan to join me here. Okay, so here's the trailer. Now the trailer is going to be the cutscene cinematic version. Okay, game does look beautiful.
He killed himself? Is it because the Arcanist's blood is so dirty that he would rather die than go with you?
Why do you hate humans so much?
In this massacre in history, who should be killed? Human or Arcanist?
The Arcanists thou hast met. How are they? We have been deserted by the principles of this world. The absurdities will transform into a storm that shall cleanse the world. For only those who survive the contest can return to the past with us.
Since the last day of 1999, the world started to get reversed in the storm. It's just the end of an era. And you survived.
There you guys go. So fully animated cutscenes with voice acting with some unique accents. Some sounded British, Irish, Scottish, anime-ish. I have no idea where that came from. So game trailer looks incredible. The concept is great because anything to do with time travel, if you know me, you know I'm the biggest, if not one of the biggest, Chrono Trigger fans. It is still my favorite game of all time, and it is exactly that. It is all about time travel and about the chronological world and events that happen, and this game looks like it's right up that alley for that kind of storyline. So for me, this fits the mold. It's a gacha game, it's an RPG, time travel is involved, fits perfectly. Now, you saw the trailer. Let's look at Pridewind and kind of look over a little bit of what to expect in this game when it comes out. Okay, so let's just go here. Here's Pridewind's introduction to the game. So shout out to Pridewind. I go to this site a lot because they are some of the most informed and well put together sites for gaming in general, and they're usually games that I love to play. So special thanks to Laril, who has worked tirelessly on this guy. So shout out to Laril. I believe they have a YouTube channel with some gameplay, so we'll look at that as well too. So introduction to the game, Reverse 1999 is a turn-based RPG with a combat system revolving around the use of spell cards. They're called incantations. The game focuses heavily on storytelling, having a main story mode, reoccurring side quests. There's no PvP nor any competitive mode, so that may turn you on or turn you off from playing the game. For me, this is a fantastic thing because I honestly need just chill games at my old ass age. Alright, it is distinguished not only by its strong cast of voice actors, but the diversity of characters, each one with a unique design, story, and accent. Another selling point is the fantastic art style presented both through illustrations, character art, animated PVs, and L2D for all characters. For those looking for an entertaining gacha who's F2P friendly and won't overtake your time or your wallet, this game may be for you. So big notes right there, right? It's completely free to play friendly. Everyone's been saying this. That every review I've seen has been saying that. So very good to note that. Reverse 1999 constantly adds new stories, events, each one with their own gameplay twist and mini games to decide. Quality of life features such as being able to re-clear a stage up to 4 times. The rewards and a speed up autoplay make finishing dailies farming smoother experience. For more information, let's take a look at some further things. So settings. Imagine a world much like our own, but where on one side you have regular humans, while on the other side there are arcanists, people capable of wielding magic, supernatural beings ranging from mythical figures to objects who developed as conscious of their own, bodiless minds, fantastical creatures, and urban legends. It's only natural to expect that faction would form and the clashes would be constant between them. So humans versus Arcanist, I think we kind of saw that in the trailer. Regardless of all that, life moved on until the eve of the millennium, December 31st, 1999, time 23:59. It started with a single drop of rain. It abandoned the confines of gravity and headed skyward, soon followed by all other raindrops. Gradually, the rain washed out reality, undoing in its reverse path everything about that time, places, feats, memories, people, all forever gone, forever forgotten, forever lost, as if it never had existed. I believe they say in the trailer, except for you. Somehow you survived as the player. Amidst the mix of chaos culminating in absolute emptiness comes our main character, Verdun. So we know the main character's name. Carrying the title of Timekeeper, Verdun's agenda is filled with goals of her own, so it's a she, as well as those set by the St. Pavlov's Foundation. The player follows Verdun's steps as she travels through different time periods, attempting to salvage as much as possible before each era gets sifted out by the storm. In this uncertain path, she meets arcanists, creates alliances, and aims to learn the truth behind the storm itself and the year 1999. There you guys go. So gameplay-wise, combat, as mentioned before, it is a turn-based combat RPG. There are classes, 6 classes. There's Beast, Plant, Star, Mineral, Spirit, Intellect, and one of the 2 damage types, Reality and Mental. So you guys can see there. Deals 30% more damage against enemies that have weaker, I guess, afflatus? Afflatus? That's a weird thing. That's a weird thing to say. For the incantation cards, their levels range from 1 to 3. You can increase a card's level by combining 2 of the same type and level or using tuning skills. Sometimes upgrading a card gives it an extra effect that you can change its classification. Okay, so there are 6 types of cards during combat. You can see which ones you want to see here. Attack deals direct damage to enemies. Debuff weakens enemies. Buff increases ally stats or position status. Counter triggers powerful effects under certain conditions. Healing, of course, heals. And then lastly, ultimate deals high damage or triggers special effects. So you guys can see how they all look here. 1, 2, 2, and 1. Aside from this, there's also 2 sets of tuning skills. They are Veritan skills, so the player skills, and allow for a twist and strategy through timely card upgrades, randomizing or being able to move a card without AP costs during a battle. When entering combat, the player can bring up to 4 characters. Usually only 3 of them are on the field, with the 4th one being labeled as a substitute and joins when someone dies. Very typical gacha system. There are cases, however, when the 4 of them are in the field, usually in a boss battle, or fewer characters available per time while the rest of the team waits. So you guys can kind of see how it's set up here. Here's a couple mobs, right? There's the actions right there, the AP. You guys can see wave 1, round 6. Number of incoming reinforcements is 1 right there. There's the afflatus, which is the I guess the faction or the element, if you want to call it that. Enemy action, this is what they plan to do. Attack, and that one is debuff, so they plan to attack and debuff. This one plans to attack. And then your cards right here, tuning set points, so 62, whatever that means. And just to show you guys a couple of the characters, right? So pretty standard setup. Level and insight increases level to advance insight. Advance insight to unlock passive. So the more level you get, the more you will unlock passives. Characters can be upgraded in numerous ways. The first and the core way is being their level, of course. Once a character reaches max level, they can increase their insight level. Upgrading insight requires some materials, and after doing so, it unlocks new passives, increases the maximum level of the character, and resets their current level to 1. At Insight 2, a new appearance and outfit are unlocked for the characters of rarity 4-star and above. So that's kind of cool. So your character actually looks different. So you guys can read more of this. Game modes, there's main story mode, there's side event modes, there's event roadmaps available currently going on. Wilderness is a casual game mode where players can design their own island. New terrace pieces and buildings can be obtained during objectives. So there's a Paleo Hall, a Dust Bell Tower, Charbonti Market, and then a Wishing Spring. And then there is Artificial Somnambulism. This game mode is separated into Surface and Limbo. It can be considered the permanent endgame mode, more precisely the Limbo level. Surface is permanent in configuration but can be replayed without activity cost. And then this essentially is the end game where you get a lot of free drops. So a couple game modes to come out with. Doesn't look too shabby. Next up, income and monetization. I know a lot of people here are going to be curious about this, but as said above, it is going to be very free to play friendly. When it comes to gachas, reverse 1999 can be considered to be on the generous side. Not only can you clear all content with the game giving you the free out of the gate, but the income and gacha rates are decent. For a new player, going through chapter 1 through 4 earns them a bit over 156 pulls. That's a lot of pulls. Aside from that, there are reoccurring login events and more pulls to be obtained through side story events and by exchanging lost tracks at the shop. By completing dailies and weeklies alone, player can get all 10 pulls from this. Most of the earnings, though, come from dailies and weeklies. Below are listed earnings from free-to-play monthly cards and battle passes. Okay, so there's a couple things you guys can look at here. The summoning rates, a lot of people are going to be curious about this. 6 stars are the highest stars, 1.5%. 5 stars are 8.5%. 4 stars are 40%, 3 stars are 45%, and 2 stars are 5%. Each summon costs 180 clear drops or 1 unilog. Every 10 summon guarantees a 1 4-star or better character. Under this rule, the overall chance of drawing a 6-star character is 2.36%. If you have not obtained any 6-star characters after 60 summons, the rate of the 6-star character is improved and will rise. After you don't get 70 summons, you're guaranteed a 6-star. So there is a pity of 70 summons for you. Pity is shared between limited and rated banners, and it carries over as well, which is amazing. On a limited banner, there's a 50% chance you get the featured characters. If you lose the first 50-50, then the next 6-star is guaranteed to be the featured character. So exactly like Honkai Star Rail for that. To guarantee a specific 6-star, a player can either pull on the character's rated banner or exchange 240 Album of the Lost obtained from new 5-star characters or 6-star characters as dupes at the pawn shop. The available character at the pawn shop changes on a monthly basis, and 5-star characters can be obtained through this method as well at the price of 60 Album of the Lost. Furthermore, despite new 6-stars being considered limited, they get added to the regular pool 3 patches after the original debut. It's recommended to pull the banner when you get them. Okay, so there you guys have it. Here's a couple pictures here of some of the characters and some of the stuff that's going on. One of the trailers we already watched. This here is a combat system, I believe, that is currently going on. And we'll go to the combat. Okay, let me just quickly upgrade this here. Sorry about the quality, guys. I don't think the quality is set. There we go. Okay, so you guys can see here 3 characters, I guess, and an assist here, right? And you guys can kind of see how it works. So you guys can see the card levels. You combine 2 of them there. I'll put this video in the link as well. So shout out to the person who made this video. Just kind of showed the gameplay off a little bit. Okay, so there you go. 2 combined again to make a 2-star. There's a debuff. And it tells you right there in big letters what it is, right? So this either is an alt. This looks like an alt and then a debuff. And then an attack. Okay, so that looked pretty damn cool, not gonna lie. Okay, so there you go. You guys got to see one of the animation. That's a little cool ghost. What the hell is that? Okay, so it looks like he used one of the special skills from the main character. So called versatile. Oh, okay, so that allows you to combine a 3-star. Okay. There you guys go. Simple battle mechanics, right? A simple show of that. So I'll link the video in the description for this as well too. Shout out to Pridewin again for doing this. Incredible, honestly, incredible coverage as usual. One thing I do want to look at as well too real quick is they usually do a tier list, not currently available guides. Usually there's a reroll guide, but they may not have that available either. Oh, there we go. It does show you how to reroll. So so should you reroll? Short answer, no. Long answer, if you're planning to reroll in the beginner guide, the answer should be maybe. Reroll guide can take up to 20 minutes to an hour. Oh my god. Yeah, no. Forget that. I'll cover this when it comes out. It may change. It's coming out on the 26th. So the ones you want to go for is Regulus, Eternity, which is SS, late game and early game, and late game Lila. or Lilia, I guess. And that seems to be the main characters right there to go for. So damage dealer support, damage dealer survival. Eternity looks pretty badass. And then Lila here is also a damage dealer. So there you guys have it. Reverse 1999, October 26th will be coming out. Go pre-register if you have not. You get yourself some pre-registration rewards. I'm going to be playing this and covering this as free to play. Hopefully you guys join me on this journey. If not, I'll see you guys in Final Fantasy Ever Crisis. If you do, I'll see you guys in this game as well. Hopefully we can play all these games together. So very much looking forward to this. This is Payne. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you guys in the next one.